Okay, good evening Facebook, and welcome to another card of the day with myself, the Mystic Witch. Today I'm using my moon cards. I feel the energy has been supercharged where I am just now. I felt that energy all day, got a lot of things done while I'm in that energy mode. When you feel that energy, you just got to go with it, you just got to run with it. So Spirit have asked me to do the moon cards for today's card of the day. So I'm just going to give these a really good shuffle, get the energy flowing into these cards. So I hope everyone has had a wonderful Sunday. Hi April. I have certainly had a quiet, relaxed Sunday. I've just come off a wonderful spiritual chat with some amazing sisters and friends on there. So time to slow the energy a little bit down now and do the card and thought of the day. As always, I will do a mini version of this on my TikTok, and this card of the day will also be shared on the Mystic Witch on YouTube. You can find all the places that I'm on social media on my website, including my web shop. So let's just shuffle these and see where the card takes us. So I'm just going to split these cards. And see what our Grandmother Moon has to offer us in way of message for today. Absolutely love these cards. The energy within the moon cards is just fantastic. Okay, so let us pick this card. A personal issue will reach a resolution. Okay, so whether that personal issue is work related, whether it's somebody causing you some grief or some, maybe you've been bullied, maybe you're going through a bad time, maybe you've had fallouts, whether it's at home, whether it's family, whether it's work related. And you might feel that this is a long, drawn out argument or a long, drawn out situation. And you might find that there's no end to it. That, let me just correct this colour. I look a little bit yellow in this light, so let's just see if I can, see if we can kind of just go a little bit, there we go, that's a little bit better, I'm not so yellow looking. But yeah, we might find ourselves in a negative situation that we're not happy with, and this card is saying that, a personal issue, something that affects you personally, and that could be absolutely anything. It could be you've had a fallout with a sister or a friend and it's left a sour taste, and it's true what they say, isn't it? Sometimes we hurt the ones that we love the most, right? Because they understand us. But that doesn't mean to say that it leaves us feeling any less positive, right? It leaves that bitter taste, because the last thing we want to do is fall out. It leaves a negative vibe in the air. Hi, Lucy. And people will come into our lives and they will upset the apple cart, right? The world is full of positive and negative people, and with all the great intentions and all the goodwill in the world, we can't eliminate that negative energy all of the time. But what we can do is lead by example. And we have the choice to either wallow in the negative energy around us and let that negative energy drain our aura or our own energies, or we can choose to say, nah, not doing it, right? And we can choose to say, you know what, we're not getting anywhere arguing. You've got your intentions, I've got mine. You've got your ideas, I've got mine. We're never going to meet that middle ground. We're never going to agree on this. And rather than us falling out, feeling bitter, feeling bad about it, why don't we just agree to disagree? Simple as that. Let's just agree to disagree. Change the subject and move on. Now you might think that that sounds a little bit too easy for it to work, but it's the best solution all round if you're feeling that you're trapped in a negative situation where you feel you're right, they feel that they're right, and there's no middle ground, right? Because the other person isn't going to move, you're not going to move, you're going to both dig your heels into the ground and absolutely get nowhere doing that. So while you're in that no man's land where nobody wins, but both ends lose because there's so much negativity, simply turn around and say, you know what, we're never going to reach an agreement on this. So why don't we just, here and now, agree to disagree? And let's move on, change the subject. And let's talk about happier things. Sometimes it's not about who's right and who's wrong. Sometimes it's making that first step, that first positive step, being the bigger person in it. And it might hurt your pride to say, but I am right, I know I'm right, and they're wrong. At the end of the day, on a universal scale of things, does it really matter? No, it doesn't, because we've all got different opinions. We've all got different ideas of things. What I might feel is right for me, and rightfully so. That might not be right for you. But why ruin good friendships or good relationships on something that's never going to be resolved? Surely it's easier to say, you know what, I'm going to be the bigger person here. And I'm going to say, let's agree to disagree. And let's just move on. Because your friendship or the relationship that I have with you is worth so much more than falling out. That way, no hard feelings either side. It's a win-win situation. So if you find yourself in a negative situation where you know you're right, they know they're right, there's no compromise in it. The only compromise you have left is let's agree to disagree and move on. Because our friendship is worth so much more than falling out over two separate opinions. At the end of the day, right, we're all human. At the end of the day, right, we're all free will to have our own opinions, to believe in our own paths, to believe in our own destinies. And not everybody in this world's going to agree with you. Not everybody in this world's going to agree with my readings or is going to agree with my teachings. But do you know what? That's okay. Because I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Right? I'm not for everyone. And everyone's not for me. But we find who we are right for. And we work on that. We build that relationship. And we build it in a positive, meaningful way, not in a negative way. Friendships are built with positive, loving intentions. There is no place in that intention for ego or stubborn pride. Instead, we can just agree that we are all different. We are different opinions. We're different souls. We have different views, different ideas. We do things differently from maybe how other people would do things. We might make the right and the wrong decisions in life. But you know what? If we make the wrong decisions in life, guess what? It's a lesson learned, right? It's not a bad thing. Right? If we take the wrong turn, that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because we learn from those experiences. There's not one person on this planet that is perfect, and that's me included. I've made some humdingers of mistakes in my life. You know, it's a bit like you put your finger in the flame of a candle, right? You're going to burn your finger, right? Are you going to do that the second time? Hell no. Hurts like hell for a start and leaves a nasty scar, burn on your finger. Learn from the negative experiences that we have in life and turn them into positive. And that in itself will enable you to put an end to a long-standing argument or a long-standing fallout, which could have all been avoided just by one person taking the lead. Leading by example is the way to go. If you want to do good in this world, we have to lead by example. We have to dispel the negative energy and show a positive way of doing things. Imagine the whole world doing that. What a beautiful world we would live in, right? There'd be no hate, no bullying, no abuse. But we can dream, right? And we can make steps. We can be the person that leads by example. So when the card is telling us that a personal issue will reach its resolution, that's a good omen. And I hope that if you are in a situation where there's bitterness on either side, take that first step, lead by example and say, let's agree to disagree and move on, because our friendship is worth more. I hope you found this card meaningful. I'm going to jump off and do a short mini version of this card on TikTok. And this card of the day will also be shared on the Mystic Witch on my YouTube channel as well. Thank you to Lucy and everyone for joining me. And I hope you found today's card useful and inspiring. And I look forward to doing another card of the day tomorrow. Now tomorrow evening from 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. is my weekly one card. Come along and pick let me pick a card for you. It's my free reading night. So come along and ask me to pick a card for you. Card of the day will also be in that reading as well. Hi, T. If you're not able to join me tomorrow evening from 10 till 12, that's 10 p.m. UK time till 12 midnight UK time, and you would like me to pick a card for you, please leave me a message. and say, can I have a card for tomorrow night, please? And I will write your name down for that card. One of the decks that I will be using is my Old Faithful, and I will either be using the Moon card or the Angel card. So if you want an Old Faithful picked, let me know you want the Old Faithful. If you want one of the other decks, let me know you want one of the other decks. And of course, if you're around, join me live for that as well. Oh, thank you. Yeah, definitely come along. I like to do it from 10 till 12 because I have a lot of USA people in the group, and it's kind of a mediocre time for everyone. But I do get it that some people in the UK are usually in their bed. I'm a night owl. I'm a typical witch. I'm up till early hours in the morning, so it's no problem for me to do that time. There will be a weekly schedule going up for the week beginning tomorrow, later on tonight, and I will put it in the announcements section. I'll also have my website on that list as well, so that people know where, there's links there to all my pages, all my groups. I also have my shop link on there as well. So that will be in the weekly schedule as well. So thank you everyone for joining me for today's card of the day. I hope it had meaning for you, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow evening for our weekly live Come and Pick a Card with me. Thank you so much. Love you all. Have a great Sunday evening, everyone. Love and bright blessings from myself, Lady Moonlight. Have a great night.